So, yes, you saw that title. Invader Zim versus Earthworm Jim. Two of the most unhinged characters outside of Deadpool and Freakazoid going head to head. I've been thinking about this for a while, like it's always been off and on in my brain, but I figured it was finally time to do this as a video. I figured it was high time to make this its own video. So, without further ado, let's get started. So the story begins with Zim after another defeat by Dib. He's basically just kind of like wallowing in his own crapulence, just kind of like sitting around, just kind of pissed off, and he's just like, I need something to destroy the Dib once and for all. I require an edge, and I need it now. So while he's like, while he's just kind of sitting there wallowing, thinking about the edge he needs to destroy Dib, the moment he does that, he notices Gurr is watching TV, and he's like, Gurr, stop watching the idiot box. But it's so nice and stupid. So Zim goes over to like snatch the remote and turn it off, but that's when he sees someone fighting fighting monsters on the TV, and that someone is Earthworm Jim, who is basically. And the channel's name is called the Plot Device Channel, where we go to help move the story along. So on the Plot Device Channel, there is like, this is Plot Device TV news. We're here watching, the great superhero Earthworm Jim fight these alien monsters. Why? Because we needed the plot to happen. Is that cheap? Do you know what shows we're talking about here? Anyway. So, Zim is like, I know that kind of power suit. I've seen that before. That was an XO90 power suit. They stopped making those because they were too good. If I can remove the Earthworm Jim from the suit, then I, Zim, can conquer the world. Oh, and destroy Dib too, but that goes without saying. So Zim begins his scheme to like steal Jim's suit. The first thing he does is track down Earthworm Jim at his house. He's just sitting there reading the newspaper, when really he's just kind of hiding a porn mag. And he's just like, yeah, what I wouldn't do to those articles. And that's when he hears like a pounding on the door. And he's like, what? That better not be the IRS. Because if it is... So Jim goes, he opens the door, and he immediately gets hit with a net gun. And he's like, egads! A plot development is happening! I'm wrapped up in coincidence. And that Zim comes in, four legs extended. He's just kind of like sitting there all menacing, and he's just like, greetings, lower life form. I am the great and powerful Zim, and I shall take your suit to rule the world. To which Jim is like, cool, counterpoint, I have, and to that I say, eat dirt! And he's just laughing maniacally as he pulls out a big, massive gun and starts firing all through the house. Zim is like creating little force fields to protect himself. And Jim's like, I bet you thought this was going to be easy, huh? I bet you thought, you and everyone else wants this power suit. You ain't going to be the first, nor are you going to be the last person to try to take my power. And that's when Zim is like, this guy's good. He's really good. I need an edge. I need something I can use to... I require something that needs a force that can counteract his suit. I need a technique that I've studied across the stars. One that should enable him inert. And that's when he runs up to Jim and kicks him in the balls. And Jim's just like... He's like, cheap shot. So Jim collapses, and he wakes up in Zim's laboratory. And he's like, good, you're awake. I was hoping you would be. This is going to be the fun part. I'm going to remove you from the suit, kill you, and then I am going to put myself in the suit and destroy the Dib. And he's like, the Dib? Is that a new soda? Are you talking about Mr. Pibb? No, Dib. Oh, Dib. Is that a new soda? Is that... I don't know what that is. That has no meaning to me, little angry green man. And to which Zim is just like, it won't matter at all because you're about to die. Grr! Activate the suit separation machine. Okie dokie. So Jim gets separated from the suit. He's back to being a worm, and Zim puts himself in the suit. And, of course, now in Jim's power suit, he proceeds to just start shooting everything, reveling in the power that he now wields. Jim is just like, oh shit, this is gonna be real bad. I need to get out of here. Like, I need to I need to skedaddle and find this Dib guy. So while Zim is destroying the city, Jim slithers through a pipe and ends up in the sewer and just starts like trying to find his way to Dib's house. Meanwhile, Dib himself is seeing on the news. He's like, "Dad, Zim has some kind of new power suit sort thingy, and I need to go stop him." "Oh yes, son. Go ahead. Enjoy your play date with your friend." And Dib is just like, "Oh." So he runs out to stop Zim. Jim, however, he's about just as Dib is out the door, and he's like, "All right, one man against one great evil empire. One man, Dib Membrane." And that's when he hears a voice down below go, "Oh, give me a break." And he's like, "What?" And there's Jim right there, and he's like, "Oh, a talking worm. Normally, I'd think I've been going crazy, and maybe I am, but I'm fighting an alien." And that's when Jim is like, "Look, are you Dib?" And he's like, "Yes, I am Dib, defender of humanity. You can lie to me, kid, but don't lie to yourself. Listen, he stole my that power suit. It's mine. I need your help to get that green-headed schmuck out of my suit so I can get back in it. Then I'm gonna kick his ass all the way across the 9 planets and back again. Isn't Pluto? We're not talking about Pluto right now." So he climbs onto Dib's shoulder, and he's like, "Look, there's a way we can get him out of that suit, but you gotta trust me." So Zim Edgar is just kind of like watching, and he's like, "I thought you were gonna destroy Zim." "All in good time, Gur. Let me enjoy my new power, for I am a god among these maggots." And that's when he hears a voice go, "If you're a god, then it's a good thing I'm an atheist." "Dib, I'm glad you came. I was prepared, but I'm glad you came to me so I can destroy you. As I intended, as I planned." "No, you didn't." "Shut up, Gur." So Dib distracts Zim as he's like trying to destroy him. Dib, however, takes a tennis ball and throws it at Zim, and he's just like, "Ow. You tried to hit me in the eye. That really hurt." But, however, what he didn't realize is that on that tennis ball was Jim, who climbed back into the suit and is now, working to separate Zim from it. And just as he's got Dib dead, Zim has got Dib dead to rights, and Dib's just, all back into a corner, and he's like, "And now, to answer the previous suit owner, eat dirt, mud baby." "You filthy mud animal." And then Zim pops out of the suit, and Jim is back in the suit, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, big bad muscles. I missed you so much. Daddy missed you so much." And Zim suddenly realizes the ass kicking that's coming his way, and sure enough, Jim is just like, "All right, time to give you, as one would say, das Boot," and proceeds to kick him and Gur all the way back to their house. And once again, and Jim's just like, "All in a day's work. I had to help you, right? So can I be like your sidekick?" "Sorry, I got a dog who nags me. I don't need a weirdo big-headed kid. Anyway, can you spare money for the bus? I got to get back home." So it ends with Dib begrudgingly giving him bus fare money. So there you go, guys. That is Invader Zim versus Earthworm Jim. Just a pretty straightforward story that's completely unhinged. Anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.